Hi, welcome to our channel. My name is Jolie, and I'm grateful that you guys are here with me. And I'm going to be reading from Each Day, a New Beginning. So I'm going to get started. Today is the readings from August 19th. And lots been on my mind and just releasing it. I'm grateful that you guys are here. So here we go, August 19th. To have a crisis and act upon it is one thing. To dwell in perpetual crisis is another. Can you relate? That quote is from Barbara Grizzuti Harrison. Okay, so exaggerating the negative element in our lives is familiar behavior for all too many of us. But this obsession is our choice. We can stop at any moment. We can decide to let go of a situation that we can't control, turn it over to God, and be free to look ahead at the possibilities for happiness. Perhaps we can learn to accept a serious situation in our lives as a special opportunity for growth, first of all, but even more as an opportunity to let God, our higher power, work in our lives. We learn to trust by giving over our dilemmas to God for solutions. With patience, we will see the right outcomes. We will more easily turn to our higher power the next time. Working trust. Crises will lessen in number and in gravity in direct proportion to the partnership we develop with our higher power. The stronger our dependence on that power for all answers in all directions, the greater will our comfort be in all situations. Serenity is the gift promised when we let God handle our lives. No crisis need worry us. The solution is only a prayer away. I will take action against every crisis in front of me. I will turn to my higher power. Each crisis is an invitation to serenity. So that I can relate to a couple things. So love to hear what you guys have to say about it, what comes up for you in the comments. And I don't know about how easy it is. If, like, for me, I have, I would easily start to obsess about something. Like if someone had said something to me, actually this happened to me this week, or actually a week ago, because I've been thinking about it and processing it, which is, I'll bring up that funny word, processing, is, you know, like we don't want to eat processed foods because, well, the idea of it, because there's so many ingredients in them, right? So there's so many thoughts when we're processing. And my sponsor was talking to me about that today. So I'm grateful that I processed and now I can let it go. And I pray that I don't have to like work through those things again as hard as I was, because where it says here, we can stop at any moment with the obsession. The obsession is a choice. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. It's because of the distorted thinking and still being new in working with this. And that's why I'm working with the fourth step. I have videos on working with the fourth step. So if you're interested in that, look for Paths to Recovery. You'll be able to see that in the description below. And then find those videos, because I have steps 1, 2, 3, and we're starting on 4 as of today. And yeah, so we're working on that together. So this way we can have that freedom of that obsession, because we can work through that by not taking things personally. So my story about taking things personally and obsessing. And now I'm able to let it go because I was able to use this relationship in that incident because I want to grow from it instead of like trying to get away from those obsessive feelings and thoughts by just avoiding the conversation and cutting that person out of my life, which was definitely what I was doing in my life before because I didn't know how to handle all of that. So now, like, how do I do that? Like, I set an intention where, okay, can we talk on this certain day or this certain day? You know, so I left it open because I was like, I need to ask these questions so that I can clarify what our conversation was about. Because I was taking it personally. I felt hurt because I looked at what she had said to me and put all of my my insecurities on top of that. Where, like, first of all, I said, "Can you help me here? I want to clarify this. What did you mean by telling, by saying that to me? What did you actually mean?" So, offering that, just because I wanted to be able to like have that conversation instead of me assuming or knowing what she meant because that's how I felt. That wasn't helping me in my relationship because then I would have to cut her out of my life as a key relationship. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to grow from this experience, like that reading was talking about. So I thought that was a really appropriate and perfect timing, right? And so what does that say about our relationship? Because I wanted to ask, just listen, just hear it. And she wanted to talk to me, and she was able to, it was just really simple and clear. And she clarified that she cares for me and that she said that, what I had asked her to do was not in her wheelhouse to do. She didn't feel comfortable doing that. And it had nothing to do with the fact that I felt that she didn't think that I had integrity, or I felt that because she didn't want to do that, that she didn't believe in me. And it was not the truth at all. She's like, no, you've been doing this and you're doing the things that we talk about. It's just that I'm not, she admitted that she's not the softest person out there, and that, she was relating to the story where she cries too and felt, it was all about her as well. But if we're willing to talk and open ourselves to being vulnerable to each other, she could have clarified by saying, well, yeah, I really feel this way about you. And then I'll be like, okay, then I guess we're just going to have to cut the relationship. Then it would have been, okay, then that's where we're at. So it just worked out that way, that it wasn't the case. And that I was willing to be okay with that if that's where it was. But I didn't want to like go on and on and on like I was like going on and on and on in my head, like, well, what if this and what if that and this and that and this and that. And so I was able to, I journaled about it, and I also spoke to my therapist, and she was able to kind of like categorize some things that I was saying. And so it's just sometimes that helps, especially in the beginning of, working with other people, and trusting, learning how to trust, like this is talking about, learning how to trust after living with people in your life without, with addiction, and even if you have that issue as well, like I do, they call that the double winner. So being completely abstinent, not using at all, and working on the steps and working with someone, because you're learning how to follow directions, but or follow suggestions, and opening your mind to that. And where it says exaggerating the negative element in our lives is familiar behavior for all too many of us. Guilty. But this obsession is our choice. We can stop at any moment. All right, so reading that back again, like I'm going to say, it is a choice if I would choose to continue to obsess, or I can open my heart and my mind to learning how to trust my peers. Have you had any issues with that, like trust issues? Yeah. Serenity is the gift promised when we let our higher power handle our lives. So I'm going to go ahead and end there. I'm really grateful that you're here. This is a great daily reflection. It's written by, maybe it's edited by Karen Casey. Daily meditations. Yeah. So I want to offer the meditations to complement the quotes chosen for each day. All right, we'll go ahead and say the Serenity prayer, and I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Grateful that you guys are here, and yeah, let's work on this together. So let's go ahead and have a moment of silence for the still, sick, and suffering. Take a nice deep breath in and out and be present. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we can't change, other people, places, or things. To have the courage to change the things we can, ourselves and our attitudes and our perceptions. And the wisdom to know the difference that comes with time. So keep coming back. It works if you work it, because you're worth it, and I love you. Okay. See you soon. All right. Much love.